Hi Pisces, welcome. So Pisces, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual general messages, and then I'm going to go into the you versus them love portion of the reading. Yes, I'm time stamping this January, and yes, I know January is almost over, but the timestamp is just when I'm recording it. My readings are actually timeless, so I just trust that whenever you find this, that's when you're meant to hear it. So let's go ahead and get started, Pisces, and see what we have coming through. You have the card of Aries and the square. So really interesting kind of power combination, okay? The Aries energy, and some of you may have that in your chart, okay? And or you could be dealing with someone who has that in your chart. But it's also talking about like this very daring, fierce, motivated type of energy. On the flip side, it could be a bit impulsive, so be careful about that. It could be argumentative. It could also be a very competitive energy, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? But I always say if you're going to compete against anyone, let it be yourself, right? But yeah, it's just a very driven, feisty type of vibe. So I actually kind of like this for you. Now, with the square here, there may be some challenges that are coming up in the energy that could create some tension, some stalls, but this is all very temporary energy. Pisces, nothing to get too worked up over. In fact, the more worked up or frustrated you get, the harder it will seem. And what I'm getting is that it really doesn't need to be this difficult, right? So the more you can ease off of that and ease off of this kind of frustrating, worrisome energy, not only will you feel better, but things will go a little bit smoother, a little bit faster. So let's see what all we have coming through for you, Pisces. And I have a song in my head. I don't even know. I couldn't sing it if I wanted to. I think it's Coldplay. I don't know if I have any Coldplay fans here. Oops. And nothing else is coming through. Sorry if the rest of it comes through. I didn't mean to leave you hanging like that, but I don't even know. I wouldn't even know how to describe this song that I'm hearing, but if the rest of it comes in, I will let you know. Okay, so really interesting because you had a bunch of cards come out and then I put them back, but they came out again. So you have the card of stress and guidance. So again, there's that kind of challenging, stressful energy. You may feel like you have a lot weighing on you, or you know that you're juggling a lot of different priorities during this time frame. But the card of guidance is letting you know and reminding you, Pisces, that you're always being guided through these challenges. And challenges are just kind of a perfect representation of areas where we can grow ourselves when it comes to managing our own vibration. And what is our vibration? Our vibration is our consistent mood, how we handle things, how we react to things, and how we think about things. So it's asking you to take a look at your belief structures and your thought patterns, and you know, because you get what you think about, right? And you could see a situation from many different angles. You could see it as an opportunity to grow, or you could see it as something that's stressing you out and holding you back. And based on which perspective you're choosing is what outcome you can expect. And a lot of people don't understand that. So it really doesn't benefit you to look at the more downward, the more stressful aspects of a situation. Even though it feels reasonable to do that, it really just doesn't benefit you. So then you have the card of the outsider and courage. So some of you are needing to find the courage to kind of be okay with going outside of the norm, being okay with your unique skill set, being okay with breaking the mold is what I'm feeling with this energy, Pisces. There's that song again. Oh, it's going to kill me. Okay. Some of you may have felt like, you know, you were trapped or that you were kind of on the outside looking in on a situation. But this is calling you to have the courage, Pisces, to kind of push through that feeling, okay? Sorry, it's asking you to have the courage to kind of overcome this part of yourself that maybe doesn't always really let yourself be free or let yourself be as expressive and independent as you could be. Some of you were, you know, kind of told who to be or how to behave as children and needing to kind of break that conditioning. For others of you, it's just, yeah, just more so about breaking free from these mental restrictions you've placed on yourself, which does take courage, right? Because kind of what I feel is like there's this very daring, you know, there's this very unique part of you, Pisces, that kind of wants to be set free. But for whatever reasons, it feels like there's restrictions there. Now, some of these are self-imposed, meaning the way that you're thinking about something. Some of this is from as far back as childhood and belief structures that you've set up that limit you. And some of it is about prior obligations and feeling like you can't drop the ball, you know. And it feels really complicated to me, but it's also very simple if you listen to your guidance, if you pay attention to how you feel and know that you're being guided, okay? So let's see what else we have coming through for you. What else we have coming through? The moon, the sun, and the Ace of Wands. So I love that we're leading with your card. So really beautiful energy, intuitive, deep, emotional, paired with the sun. So this is optimism. This is reasons to be happy. This is feeling connected. And then the Ace of Wands. So yes, this is like getting motivated to follow your dreams, to push through this energy here, Pisces, that seems to be holding you back. And some of you, it's just fear, you know, never be afraid of failure, Pisces. You can do anything that you can put your mind to. And it's like once you break loose of that, it's all good, you know. I feel like the sun is coming out. It is illuminating your dreams, your hopes, the things that you want for yourself. There's inspiration coming through here. This is also very a motivating energy. So I actually feel like the spark of excitement coming through the Pisces energy, and it actually feeling really good, like a change in mood, a change in circumstance, a change in the way that you feel first and foremost, which is everything. So let's see what else. When we get done here, I'm going to look up that song and I'm going to put the link in the chat because it's right there on the tip of my tongue and I can't get it out, which, you know, I tried to sing a hook of the song so that, because I don't always know the title or the artist, so that you guys can look it up in case you want to. And somebody left me the nastiest comment yesterday. They said, I'm just so over you singing. And I was like, okay, bye. I need to quit paying attention to that stuff. Dang it, it's so hard because you guys leave me so many beautiful comments. I don't know why those stick out to me, or why I'm bringing this up in your reading, because this is not about me. But maybe you can relate, you know, because I feel like often I bring up my own life examples because you can relate to them. So I don't know if this is relatable to you, but it's like I could have so many good things going on and like a bad thing happen, and that gets all my attention. Are you doing that, Pisces? Stop. As if it's so easy to stop. I'm preaching to the choir, you know. It's not always easy to do that, but yet deep down, I always know, and you should always know, that that really is the key to your happiness. It really is. Leaving other people's opinions out of it, especially the negative ones, you know, and not giving more focus to your problems than you are to the things that you're grateful for. Always make sure you're tipping the scales into the way of gratitude versus the problem, and you'll always have things to be grateful for. So yeah, but you know, I thought for a second like, oh, maybe I should stop singing, but I can't, because it's me. It's a part of me, and it's how I read, and I don't feel like I need to change that. So for that person who didn't like it, why don't you just find a different reader? Anyways, I have to clear my energy again. Okay, so the Lover, Strength, the King of Pentacles. There's that song again. Okay, so this is actually really beautiful energy. I feel like for some of you, there's a really strong union showing up. That's kind of giving you the strength, giving you the courage to kind of push towards what it is that you want. Now, this could be in the form of a really beautiful partner, or it could be a friend that really supports you, a family member, you name it. It's a general reading. But I do feel this like very supportive energy, and somebody really seeing the good in you, somebody really seeing who you really are. And isn't that a beautiful thing to have? Isn't it wonderful to have beautiful people like that in our lives that really can connect with us in that way? And I feel like some of you are really blessed in that area to have that in your life, and Source is really saying put all of your focus onto that blessing, and the rest will resolve itself. Now, others of you, this is speaking more of just connecting with yourself and being that for yourself, seeing the best in yourself, knowing that you have the confidence and the courage to push forward, to make things happen, to make things work, and not doubt that, right? Like I said, it's beautiful to have a manifested relationship that sees you and supports you, and a lot of you have that, or have that coming in, by the way. But but besides that, what's even greater is to be able to be your own cheerleader, and to be able to see that in you and be self-reliant, to be honest with you. So I actually feel that this is a really stable, beautiful change of direction, change in energy, even though it's presenting itself in kind of like this weird, challenging, stressful way. But it's like, you know, just keep having the faith here and keep pushing through it, because I feel there's a really beautiful outcome here on the other side. So let's go further. I'm just gonna hum the song. He says, nobody said it'd be easy. Nobody said it would be easy. Does anybody know who sings that? Okay. Let's see what else. What else for my Pisces? The Devil, the King of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Okay, what is this about? So, hold on a second. Okay, so this is not your energy. Now, usually I would not say that because I try to make the spiritual portion all about you, but I have to say that there's a different energy showing up here. This is not your energy. You may need, okay. You may need to stand up for yourself when it comes to this energy. All right, so there is, I don't know how to say this nicely. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm just the messenger. There's a nasty mofo here. I mean that kindly, because in God's eyes, everybody's equal. But in humans' eyes and opinions, this would be a very toxic person here. And maybe you need to stand up for yourself, or it's not so much about standing up for yourself as it is about standing your ground and knowing who you are. And it's like not being a pushover, okay? Not saying that, you know, you are a pushover. However, I do know I have a lot of Pisces female friends in my life, and y'all be the sweetest and the most intuitive and beautiful personalities, but some of you let people run all over you. Not all of you. Now, I got some strong-willed Pisces too. It depends where your sun and moon is, or moon and rising is, I'm sorry. But yeah, sometimes that can be a thing. There is a passiveness to Pisces energy almost, and it's kind of comes with that dreamy part of you, you know, especially in my feminines. But this is about, instead of letting somebody stress you out and make you worry, make you wonder, you know, sometimes it's best to just stand your ground and say your piece in order to get the cooperation or to get the understanding that you need, right? I'm not saying like be defiant or cruel or whatever, but sometimes you do need to make a point. And I feel like there's a point to be made here, okay? Because this is a very domineering, toxic energy here, and especially when it's paired with the devil. Okay, some of you might be dealing with the fire sign or a Capricorn, but it doesn't have to be that specific. And as opposed to standing your ground, you may be letting this stress you out, you know, to the point of it being discouraging, you know. But sometimes you do got to cut the cords and or set the boundaries here in order to bounce back into this more supportive, cooperative energy. And it's really about standing in your strength, knowing who you are, knowing who's on your side, and distancing, you know, from those that make you feel like this, Pisces, because this does not pull out the best in you. This pulls out the worst in you. But only if you let it. And only if you believe what this person is saying, or only if you believe that this person has some sort of control that they don't have. You know, most people who are really stuck in their shadow and in their ego, they try to use domineering tactics, control tactics, manipulation, stuff like that, to seem like they're this big bad monster. But they are, in sources, in my spirit guides, in my opinion, let me just go with my opinion, some of the weakest people out there, the most needy, the most codependent, not the most intelligent. Because if they knew how to use their higher self, if they knew how to be connected to all that is, they wouldn't need to go to the dark side, would they? So it's like a wolf. Ooh, some of you it's a wolf in sheep's clothing. But to me, it's like I'm seeing a representation actually of something that looks like the big bad wolf, but there's a zipper on the back side. This is what I'm seeing. And if you undo the zipper, there's like this teeny tiny little sheep in there. you know, but you've got to figure that out for yourself, that people only have as much power over you as you allow them to. There's that song again. And nobody said it would be easy. So really, wow, super interesting. Let's get a guidance card and then let's go to the love reading and see what we have coming through there as well. Now this is interesting. It says, I intend to see the best in everyone. You can never consistently motivate anybody to anything, but when you see the best of them and you go to your version of the best of them in your mind and you align with that and offer one signal, now you are part of the inspiration. Have you ever had an experience when someone sees you and loves you and expects the best of you, and do you not shine like you've never shined before? And how about when you find it really hard to shine? Is that not when someone is not looking for the best of you? So essentially what this is saying in so many big words is that it's exactly what I was saying. See this for what it is, okay? First of all, no matter how wicked people are, there is always God source energy flowing through that person. They may have forgotten that. They may be disconnected somewhat from that, but there is always good in everyone. But if you can't make yourself see the best in this person, at least see it for what it is, which is nothing but a sheep. What an interesting message. All right, let's go to the you versus them reading and get a little bit more detailed. I'll see you in just a second. And welcome back. All right, so Pisces, now we are going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. It's a general, so roles can be reversed. Also, this is likely going to be about an intimate partner or an ex, but it could also be about a coworker, a family member, a friend, you name it. So keep an open mind and let's get into it. Pisces, your overall crowning energy, and then, whoa, this person's. So you have the card of receptivity and they have the card of moment to moment. So I love this energy. I don't know if you can see that card there. But receptivity, what does that mean? That means you're in a space of allowance, that you're not pushing against anything in your mind. You're not pushing for outcomes or changes in behaviors. Instead, you're just allowing yourself to be in a state of receptivity, of openness, of trust, and of faith. And this is the most powerful energy that you could tap into, Pisces. So that's a really beautiful sign. Now, this person has moment to moment, so they're being encouraged to do exactly that. Take it moment by moment, not overthink things, not get stuck in the past, to stay as much as they can in the present moment, okay? So let's look at the recent past and what led up to the now. And we're going to look at how you're both seeing each other and then how you feel underneath it all and most likely outcomes. So Pisces, recent past. Okay. You have the card of the star, the page of wands, recent past. Oh, yes. Dang it. This is beautiful. Don't mind my extra. Okay, so this is really hopeful, beautiful, dreamy energy, very healing vibe, but also at the same time, very daring, fierce, a very motivating, inspirational energy. This is going for what you want, going for your dreams, you know, being in that aligned space, not letting life or outside circumstances or other people keep you away from what it is that you truly want. And this is the most powerful energy you can be in. So I might be connecting with some Pisces that are super in tune right now, definitely in tune with what you want and ready, you know, for that next step, ready to go for it. So let's see this person you're dealing with. King of Swords, Queen of Cups. Well, they're definitely thinking about you. We're taking you into consideration. Okay. So this is a beautiful energy too. This person is also, I feel like very goal oriented or thinking about their goals or their success, but they're also taking you into consideration. They're also thinking about you in the connection, okay, or at least they have been in the recent past. This is like a very heavy contemplative vibe. They're also trying to be in the space of receptivity. They're actually trying to emulate your energy. Like, you know, they're trying, I don't want to say they're trying to be like you, but yeah, they're giving me the song from the Jungle Book. I want to be like you, ooh, ooh. You know, where he's dancing with the monkey. What a weird reference, I know, but that's what I saw. Like, I feel like you, at least in the past, like your success or who you are as a person really inspires this person. Okay. And looking at your energy, I could see why, because that's pretty inspiring. So let's see in the now, okay, how you're seeing each other in the present. I wanna be like you. So you're showing up as the High Priestess, and in your perception, the King of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Four of Wands. So I definitely feel, you know, you're trying to use your intuition when it comes to this person, but I actually feel an intuitive draw towards you. So again, I feel like this person is really drawn to your energy, or maybe really admires your intuition. Pisces, you always seem to have the answers or the solutions, or maybe they look to you for that. And it could be vice versa. It could be that you admire this person's intuition. Okay, keep that in mind. And I feel a sense of union here as well. And it's interesting to me because you see this person themselves as very intuitive, but yet somehow they cut themselves off through their ego. I don't know if you believe in energy work, or what's that word? Like where you can feel someone's energy even when they're not around you, that type of vibe. So I wouldn't be surprised, you know, if like you have that sort of connection with this person. I feel like sometimes they can be a bit distant, or maybe they are at a distance, but you also feel like an incredible friendship bond as well. Some of you, it is a friend, but I feel like even if it's a lover or a family member, there's like a basis, at the basis, there is a friendship first. So how does this person see Pisces? Ace of Cups. Wow. Yeah, I get a lot of admiration, especially for my independent Pisces. I feel like this person has a lot of love for you. They see you as someone who is able to reach their goals, you know, who stands on their own 2 feet, who is a remarkable person. I mean, I can't even get over like how much this person like either gushes over you or thinks highly of you, especially for my feminine Pisces. And that's interesting to me because in the spiritual reading I saw 2 different people. One person that really is connected to who you really are in a positive way, and one person who saw you as someone they wanted to take advantage of, to be honest with you, somebody that is passive. So I don't feel that with this person. I feel it's on the more positive end. So whoever this is, this person has good intentions for you because they see you very positively. All right, so let's go into the emotional space. How do you feel? How do you feel about this person? Really? Oh. I'm going to tell you what I heard in a second. So the very first thing that I heard is like okay, that's beautiful and all, but I feel like you feel, okay, all right, that this person is a bit needy, or like they have, sometimes you feel like, let me get this right. Okay, on the positive end, definitely feel a strong connection here, a very strong emotional connection, emotional draw towards this person. There's something about their availability showing up. Anyways, but at the same time, like, they can completely drain you sometimes emotionally, because there is a neediness here, or like, I'm not saying this person is needy, but you could feel like they just take the life, they suck the life out of you, you know. I don't usually do this, but I want to see this person's emotions, and then I'm going to tell you what else I'm feeling. What are they feeling? And it could be, okay, there's two scenarios. It could be that you've had yourself completely drained and manipulated by a prior person, and so the feeling that you're having really isn't necessarily to do with this person, but you are connected to this person, okay? Others of you, yes, it is completely related to them, where you feel a connection, you feel the emotions, but you also feel like sometimes this person like exhausts you or prevents your happiness. So take which scenario fits, okay? Okay, so in the way this person feels, they're trying to manifest this more playful, fun, exciting kind of experience. They feel like it's their time to shine. If they've been waiting or in this space of kind of, if they've been waiting for something to change, I feel that they're getting a new perspective, and so they won't be waiting much longer. Like, I feel that patience running out almost, okay? Like, I feel like this person is like full steam ahead. They want to have fun. They want to see things move forward. And when I look at your heart space, there's a mix of things going on here, whether that's a mix of feelings about this person or something yet to be resolved with someone else that's impacting the connection. It's one of the two. So let's see most likely outcome then. Six of Pentacles. Oh no. Too many. Hold on a second. Misfire. See. All right. So I feel like there's some sort of justice coming to the situation here that's going to help make you feel a little bit more grounded, a little bit more stable. So if there's something in the mix here that for some reason is throwing a bit of instability into your emotional space, I feel it stabilizing, okay? This is the card of generosity, of equal give and take, and this is the card of clarity, ideas, freedom, truth. So there is that definitely coming through, and it acts like an equilibrium. Like, it ends up stabilizing this kind of rocky emotional energy that I feel coming through, because honestly, you set forth some really beautiful intentions here, okay? In the past, when you were feeling very clear, you've set forth something already, and that has yet to manifest, but it's being carved out Okay, but there's like the static along the way, if that's making sense. But it is going to clear up. It is going to stabilize. And I feel your emotions as well are also going to be stabilizing during this time frame. So let me see this person's most likely outcome. Page of Wands. The Devil, the Ten of Wands, and the Hierophant. The first thing I'm getting is like somebody's making this more difficult than it needs to be. It's almost like this person is really clear, you know, in how they view you and even in how they feel. But there are blockages here, there are barriers here, and it's coming from their own ego, from their own shadow. And it's kind of, it's not putting a stop to the movement forward, but it's definitely putting up some roadblocks where things could be so much easier. And I keep hearing that song over and over again. Except now the lyrics are changing to, this could be so much easier, right? Like somebody making this more difficult than it needs to be. And I feel this person is, they're gonna find their way, right? Like they're going to have an aha moment, but it's only after a struggle of some sort. Okay, I'm also getting like, I got the phrase play with the devil, and I don't mean like literally the devil. I don't believe in the devil, but you get what I mean with that reference, right? Like, I feel like this person has a tendency to play with their dark side a little bit, or dwell in their dark side a little too much, and then all of a sudden they're stuck in their shadow, only for them to find their way back, which is actually normal. They call that disalignment, being in alignment, the disalignment. So I feel that there's a bump in the road when it comes to this person, but then I feel that they find themselves, so they find themselves back at square one, but it will pull them back on track. So let's see what the guidance is then. Guidance for Pisces. One source is one of love. No, our source is one of love, not condemnation. When you pay attention to the way you feel and deliberately choose more thoughts that feel good while you think them, you'll begin to recognize the nature of your broader non-physical desires. The majority of negative emotions that you feel are not because the subject of your thought is wrong, but instead because you are condemning something that your source does not condemn. Your source is one of love, not of condemnation. So, wow. This is talking about the idea of condemnation, which unless you follow like Abraham Hicks, Eckhart Tolle, all of them, this probably sounds like a bunch of gibberish to you. And honestly, I feel like you really wouldn't be watching me though, unless you were kind of a little bit more higher evolved in the spiritual hierarchy. Otherwise, probably all of what I say sounds like gibberish, but what this is basically saying is that when you choose to condemn something or someone, you're out of alignment, no matter how right or justified you feel in it, because Source, aka God, condemns nothing and no one. It is a source of unconditional love. So do not condemn yourself. Love yourself, all right? And as much as you can, and as often as you can, try and see others that way too. Wow, interesting reading. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much. Zodiac signs you could be connecting with. I have Taurus, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Cancerian energy, Leo, Aquarius, and Aries. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm wishing you the very, very best. Catch me on Facebook and Instagram as well, all linked below. Until next time, my friends, namaste.